Next up, we've got the Chaos Space Marines. Now, these guys are very similar to their Adeptus Astartes cousins, but they've traded loyalty and discipline for brutality and Chaos Warp Taint. Their weapons and armament are significantly older than their cousins, and their formations are not as rigid, nor is their structure of leadership, but they fight ferociously and they fight with some brutally insane tactics on the battlefield. Now, these guys have got some really strong melee and ranged potential, especially when they've got buffs from the Dark Gods. Think about the Iron Warriors and the Emperor's Children. One is the perfection of siege warfare, the other is the perfection of melee combat. Both groups are massively buffed by their chaos supporting gods. These guys are also incredibly dangerous and durable. Take the Death Guard, for example. They can survive poxes, plagues, mortal wounds, and keep lumbering forwards in the battlefield. They are incredible forces of evil. Now, some downsides are that they don't have the same consistency of leadership as their loyalist cousins. They also don't have the defensive capabilities that their loyalist cousins have, and their technology hasn't kept up with the Adeptus Astartes over the millennia that they've been in the war. Whilst they have the Dark Mechanicum on their side with the Chaos Gods to infuse their technology with Chaos Taint, it's not the same as the Imperium's ability to manufacture brand new weapons and technologies that make them more durable and more likely to be an aggressive killer. Next up, we have the Orks. Now, if the Imperium fights with discipline, the Orks fight with enthusiasm. These guys, at their very basics, are around about 8 feet tall. So they're about the same size as an Astartes, significantly bigger than an Imperial Guardsman. They are far more durable. They don't require watering and feeding. They're far more aggressive, and they come in mass numbers. They spawn on planets in spores, and unless you burn the planet, they keep coming back again and again and again. Now, these guys are incredibly tough and are fantastic at melee warfare, because a bullet to the arm doesn't really do much for them. They also come in massive numbers. Their squads are huge, and on the tabletop, that's a real advantage, because you'll overwhelm your enemy before they even wipe half the squad out. Then you've got the War. They have incredible momentum when they're charging. They run through your units like a hot knife through butter, and they won't even notice what they're doing. Now, on the downside, they're not the best of shots. As long as they have bullets in the gun, they'll fire them. Just doesn't matter where or when it hits. They're also very vulnerable to morale-boosted units, so Imperial Guardsmen with a strong Commissar can actually impact them quite significantly. They are also vulnerable to ranged fire. They'll just run headlong into gunfire without thinking about it. So armies like the Tau are actually quite good at facing up against the Orks. Now, as I said, the Orks excel at melee combat. If they get in close and the green tide hits your army, you're done for.